Have you ever caught yourself standing in your own way? You set a goal, make a plan, feel inspired, and just when things begin to move forward, you pull back. You hesitate. You procrastinate. You make excuses you know aren't true. And deep down, you whisper, "Why do I keep doing this to myself?" That's self-sabotage. The quiet war between who you are and who you're afraid to become. Most people think failure stops them. But often, it's not failure that destroys dreams, it's fear of success. Because success requires change, and change demands courage. Self-sabotage is your mind's way of protecting you from discomfort. It whispers, stay where it's safe. Don't risk rejection. Don't risk disappointment. But safety and stagnation often wear the same disguise. So how do you stop fighting yourself? How do you stop sabotaging your own growth? You start with awareness. You can't change a pattern you refuse to see, so ask yourself, when do I pull back? Is it right before progress appears? Right after someone starts to notice my potential? Right when things finally begin to work? Awareness is the mirror that shows you the truth. And sometimes the truth is uncomfortable, but it's always the first step toward freedom. Once you recognize the pattern, look deeper. Ask, what am I afraid of? Fear of failure? Fear of judgment? Fear that success will expose parts of me I'm not ready to face? When you name your fear, you rob it of its power. You stop being controlled by something invisible. Then comes responsibility. Self-sabotage thrives on blame, on stories that say, it's their fault, or it's just not the right time. But growth begins the moment you say, this is on me, and I can change it. Responsibility isn't guilt, it's power. It has the key that turns your I can into I will. Next, you must replace comfort with clarity. Because comfort tells you to stay still, but clarity reminds you why you started. When your purpose becomes stronger than your excuses, your patterns start to break. Write your why. Read it when you're tired, scared, or tempted to quit. Let it anchor you when your mind tries to drag you back into old habits. And remember this, self-sabotage often hides inside perfectionism. The belief that if it's not perfect, it's not worth doing. But perfection is just another form of fear. Fear of being judged. Fear of not being enough. Stop waiting for perfect. Start with what you have. Do it messy. Do it scared. Do it uncertain. But do it anyway. Action is the antidote to sabotage. Every small win builds evidence for your new identity. Each time you follow through, even a little, you prove to yourself, I am not the person I used to be. Because that's what success really is, a series of quiet choices to keep going when the old you wants to quit. You can't heal self-sabotage by hating yourself for it. You heal it by understanding that it once kept you safe. That version of you, the one who hesitated, who procrastinated, was protecting you the only way it knew how. So think that version of yourself, then tell it, I don't need protection anymore. I need progress. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the shame. Start fresh, with compassion and commitment. Because you deserve to see what happens when you don't stand in your own way. From this day on, every time you feel resistance, remember, it's not a wall, it's a signal, a sign that you're stepping into growth. And that discomfort? That's the old you breaking apart. Let it. You are not your patterns. You are not your past. You are the person rewriting the story. And this chapter begins the moment you choose action over avoidance, courage over comfort, faith over fear. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, comment what you liked the most, and share it with someone who also needs to hear these words.